welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic and Puzzle by Daniel Hansen with a very interesting rule set today. I'll go through the rules in a moment. I think it's very interesting, and we'll have a look at that. Don't forget, we'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel. 700,000, very right around that number now. So do subscribe, please. Just click that button and join us. Give your support to us, help us with the algorithm, and so on. And of course, there are rewards that you can get. If you join us on Patreon, there's a Sudoku reward every month on the 1st that lasts as a competition till the 20th. And there's extra videos on Patreon as well, gridogram and connections and some very difficult crosswords. Loads of puzzle content, in fact, and it's highly to be recommended. There's also our apps, and they are fabulous, and they include domino Sudoku, very relevant today, but also classic Sudoku and the worms, and chess Sudoku, actually. And they are very good fun too. Do check those out. We've got a bit of merch if you like that sort of thing. And you can identify yourself as someone who follows the channel. And that's got to make it worth clicking the subscribe button. Anyway, let's have a look at the rules of quadrants by Daniel Hansen. So, normal Sudoku rules apply, meaning 1 to 9 will go in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. The grid is divided into 4 quadrants. Each quadrant obeys a constraint, and no constraint extends outside of its quadrant. In the northwest quadrant, which is this area, boxes 1, 2, 4, 5. Cells separated by a single knight's move in chess cannot contain the same digit. So those have a knight's move constraint. In the northeast quadrant, and you'll guess where that is, obviously, where 2 cells are separated by a black dot, 1 digit is double the other. All possible black dots for this quadrant are given. So for those 2 cells, it can't be that 1 digit is double the other, or indeed for those 2. In the southwest quadrant, that's down here, the white dot shows 2 cells with a consecutive pair of digits, and without a white dot means not a consecutive pair of digits. And in the southeast quadrant, V or X show that the 2 digits sum to either 5 for V or 10 for X. And if they don't have a V or an X, like this pair or this pair, then they don't sum to 5 or 10. So the quadrants obviously overlap. They all overlap in the center, for instance. And it's an intriguing idea. Negative constraints all round the grid, but different ones in different parts of the grid. Sometimes an overlap, sometimes not. Give it a try. This looks fascinating to me. Let's get cracking. So, I mean, the positive constraints are easier to work with. And with the V's, we know that the numbers on a V that add up to 5 must be less than 5 each. We could colour those light blue, maybe, to show the digits 1 to 4. Then these ones in this box must be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can't have 5 on an X, ever, because the other side would have to be 5 as well. These digits must now be low, because they're playing against 6, 7, 8, 9 across an X. Now, it's difficult to use the negative constraint until we get some actual numbers. That is likely to be a light blue cell, but it could be a 5. No, it can't. It's on an X, so that must be a light blue cell. That must be orange, given that the X is always going to be a blue and an orange. Whereas the white dots can contain a 5 or both be the same color. I don't know what else we can do there. It's difficult to then translate this into white dot action or black dot, and the negative constraints must be important, but how are we going to get to, I mean, how are we going to really get it in our head? Sorry, I didn't mention with the rules, but obviously these things outside the grid indicate the quadrants. So this is in the northeast, the black dot quadrant, in the northwest, the night quadrant, in the southwest, the white dot, in the southeast, the VX. I don't know. Is that... 5's a good thing to look for. Right, in this box, 5 cannot be on an X or a black dot. So there must be a 5 in one of those cells. That's not going to go much further. These ones will contain one of each colour, blue and orange. But that leaves these 3, one of which is a 5, so we know one's high and one's low. Okay, negative constraints. Right, let's look at the central box. All the negative constraints are at play. Oh, okay, well let's... Okay. The black dot is quite constrained here already. That's interesting. Right, this black dot cannot contain a 1-2 pair because this would then have 3 and 4 in it. They don't add up to 5. It also can't contain a 2-4 pair because this would then have 1-3 in it. They don't add up to 5. So it's either 3-6 or 4-8. It's going to use the other digit from 3 or 4 that is not here. This digit on the X, I mean, we could put in the candidates 7, 6, 4, or 2 to add up to 10. Now, there are some constraints across here. Let's first of all imagine that this is a 4-8 black dot. This digit is then either 2 or 6 to make this add up to 10. Now, I seem to remember 4 is particularly difficult to place in a... Well, that's in a box with negative constraints for all of these types of thing. The trouble is there are quite a few positive markings in this box. And I don't think all these cells are related. Okay, this digit is 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Now, let's go through the possibilities actually, because I think it's quite interesting. If this was a 1, we would know exactly that we had 2, 3 here. Then 3 wouldn't be on this. This would be a 4-8 pair. This would have to be 6. But it would be sitting next to 3. Look, if that was 1, you'd get a 2 here on the white dot, a 3 on the V, 4, 8 here. You couldn't put 2 here. You'd have to put 6 here, and it would be sitting next to 3. So this is not a 1. Now, if it's a 2, it can't go 3 here because that would be 2. So if it's a 2, this is 1, and this is 4. Now, this is not allowed to be 2, 4, or 6 because we've used 2 and 4, and 6 would be sitting next to 4. So if that's a 2, we're going 1, 4, 7, 3, 6. Now it does look like that works. Let's try if this is a 3. Now this can't be a 2 because that would be a 3. So if it's a 3, we get 4, 1. And now we've used 3 and 4, and this black dot is totally impossible. So it's not 3. Can it be 4? This would be 3, 2. And we've used 4 and 3 again, and this black dot is impossible. No. Can it be 5 here? And that was the one I thought would be the easiest to rule out. Let's just think about that. 5, 4, 1. This is a 3, 6 pair. 5, 4, 1, 3, 6. This would be... couldn't be 4. It would have to be 7 again. This is always 7. We've got to the 2 cases that yield possible things, and this digit is always 7. So this is 3, this is 6. We're away. We're away. These can't have a 3 in it. They're a 1, 4 pair. Okay, I don't know whether that's 2 or 5 yet. I don't see any disobeyed constraints. Other digits that we have to place in the box are the other one from 2. Oh, hang on, there's a Oh no, we don't have a knight's move from the 5 there because it goes outside the northwest constraint. Oh, got overexcited about that. 3, 6, 1, 4, 7. Right, we've got to place 8 and 9. Well, 8 can't be here next to the 7, so it's in one of these cells. 9 can't be in a pair with the 8, or there'd be a white dot. So this one must be either 8 or 9 to avoid them. Is that right? No, that's not right. Yes, it is. To avoid 8 and 9 ending up together here, this must be 8 or 9. That's quite interesting. This digit can't be 5 because there'd be a white dot. So 5's definitely in one of these two. Oh, 2 and 8 can't be next to each other. If that was a 2, this would be 5 and this would be 8, and 2 and 8 would be next to each other. Unless I've failed to... Yeah, no, hang on, that's wrong. I haven't fully pencil marked this cell. This could be a 9. You could go 2, 5, 9, 8. Gosh, sorry, I've got to be very careful. Let's put all the candidates in. That was right about 8 or 9 to break up this being 8, 9. Now, this can't be 5 or 8 because of a white dot there or there. So that is 2 or 9. Now, this can never be 8 because 8, 2 would need an X and 8, 9 would need a white dot. So we've only got one place for 8 in the box, and that's here. And that can't sit next to 4. Oh, this is beautiful. Therefore, because there'd be a black dot. Everything applies in this lovely middle box. So that's 5 now. And now 2, 9, can we resolve those? No, I don't think so. They don't have any candidates, any white dot, black dot, X or V, no X or V relationships available. Right, this black dot is not 6, 3 and it doesn't use a 2. It must be a 4, 8 pair. Oh, there we go. Now I've resolved this cell. Oh, hang on, no, I'm looking outside the box. Oh, goodness. I mean, it's right about the black dot. That's a positive constraint. But I suddenly started going, oh, well, 4, 2's not possible. There's no black dot. And that's true. But 8, 2 is possible. There not being an X doesn't prove anything this time because it goes outside the VX quadrant. Oh, so it is confusing. Anyway, 4 and 2 have been used in the column. So this pair of digits are 1 and 3. They go with X's X partners of 9 and 7. Now, down here, we're in VX territory. Oh, that white dot makes this 2 or 4. That makes this 6 or 8 on the X. We've got 5 and 7 still to go in the column. That's just Sudoku. That's not dependent on negative constraints. This white dot, gosh, I do like the positive constraints in this puzzle because I don't have to panic about them. That is 4, 6, or 8. Now, we have a Vx. Yeah, that can't apply. That's an X relationship. This can never be an X relationship. Okay. What about this white dot? It uses an even digit, which is, it can't be 2 because it would need a 1 or a 3 with it. So the even digit this uses is 6. And that's a 5, 6, 7 triple. And this digit is 8. And this on the X is 2. And this one down here is now 4. And this is a 9. The 4 attaches by a white dot to a 5. That gives us a 6, 7 pair. Now we've got a we've got a white dot relationship. Yes, this is part of the white dot quadrant, which is the southwest. So that can't be a 7, 8 pair, or there would be a white dot. So that's a valid negative constraint. And that is giving us lots of numbers in the positives here. We can't have a 3 in that V, so that's a 1, 4 pair. We can't have a 4 in this one, so it's a 2, 3 pair. Ah, 6. 6, no, it's not 6. There's some digit that forms a V with one pair and an X with the other. I don't know. Let's look at this X. Can't be 8, 2, 3, 7 or 6, 4. That's 1, 9. This white dot, the digits we have left in this row are 2, 4, 5 and 7, so that's a 4, 5 pair. Now, this is a sequence of white, so this is either 3 or 6 to go on the end of that sequence, as it were. We have 2 and 7 left over in the row, but 7 never goes on a black dot, so that digit is a 2. Oh, there is no black dot relation, thank goodness, prevailing there. This digit is 1 or 4, but it can't be 1, so it's 4. That gives us 1, 4 down here. 4 can't be next to 6 because this is in the X quadrant, the VX quadrant. That's a 6. That's just a positive 1. These are 3, 7. That's all that we've got left as available X, and this is 5, 8. And we know the order, so 8, 5. That 6 looks at this cell, makes it 3. That sorts out this whole sequence. These digits are from 2, 8, 9, but the white dot relationship is in this box, so they can't be 2s. That must be an 8, 9 pair. This digit is 2. We've finished the central box. That 9, 8 is fine because there's no white dot across this border. These digits are 1, 2, 6. That's a lovely group within the white dot quadrant because 6 has to chaperone the 1 and 2 away from each other. Otherwise, they would have a white dot. And look, 6, 3 is fine there because we're not in the black dot quadrant. It is a strange puzzle, isn't it, to get used to. Now, this digit, C's, 9, 4, 5 and a 2, 3 pair, also 6. This is 1, 7 or 8. I can tell you it's not 1 because both of those would have to be 2. And one of them can't be, and you certainly can't make both of them 2. So that's 7 or 8. This digit must be from 6, 7, 8 or 9, but it sees 6, 7 and 9. So this is an 8. That's a 7. This is 6. That 8 is going to find its companion in box 9 very quickly. And we're left with a 3, 4 pair. And thank goodness I don't have to think much about negative constraints. I can just think about the positive ones at the moment. This is a 2, 5, 9 triple. I know which one is not 2 or 5. That's here. Now, there is a white dot relationship here, and 4, 5 would be therefore illegal. And the same here, 4, 5 would be illegal. And here, 7, 8 would be illegal. So they just get filled in. It's gorgeous. Right. Over here, we're working on a black dot and a VX relationship. Oh yes, 1, 2 is not allowed then. That's good. And 3, 6 can't be allowed because we're in a black dot place. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just checking. So all the bottom 6 rows done. This digit's a 7. Now we can put in all the triples and then work out how the constraints apply. Haven't touched the Knight's move constraint. I never even got out Knighty McKnightface. Maybe we won't need him. 1, 5, 9, 2, 4, 8. Oh, well, these ones. Well, okay, we've got a pair down there that aren't certain. They are, though, because that can't be 8, 2 in the VX region, so we've done them as well. This is 3, 6, 4. So the black dot is a 3, 6 pair, and that digit at the top is a 4. This is a 1, 2, 8 triple. Now, 4 and 7 at the top. We take 7 out of a couple of candidate cells and 4 out of that one. Right, now we're going to have to use the negative constraints somehow. Probably quite a lot. Okay, well, we're in the Knight's move thing over this side. So 5 looks at, 5 and 2 are both looking at that cell. So that has to be a 3. I mean, that might almost be enough to get us home on positives. 3, 6 there, 7 here, 6, 3. 6 is now placed in the central box. I don't have to worry about that being a Knight's move as it goes out of the quadrant. Those don't have a 3. No, that's probably as far as I get there. But 4, we're in a black dot quadrant here, so this can't be 2 or 8 and must be 1. Now, that means this is not 1, and I've got a 5, 9 pair, so that's a 2 and that's an 8. And that's a 5, and this can't be 5. And that can't be 5. And here I've got a knight's move constraint to there, so that can't be 5, and that is, and the top row's done. 9 there gives us 7 and 5 here. How did I take 5 out of this cell? Because of that. Yeah, that's fine. 7 and 5. Now, the rest is a deadly pattern, so we need another negative constraint. 2 and 8 don't seem to work with the things on... Oh yes, 1, 2 would have a black dot. They do work. So that does 8, 2, 8, 4, 2, 4. And now I've got a 1, 9 deadly pattern, and maybe it's got to be the knight's move. I can't see 1 connecting with a black dot 2 anywhere there. So that 1 is looking at that cell, and that sorts out the knight's move, and there we go. Let's get rid of the colors before I do the last digit. I mean, they were useful in the beginning, but not necessary now. And a 1 there we go. That's it. That's a nice puzzle. It's very interesting how the central box is absolutely crucial where all the overlaps are. But the negative constraints are incredibly helpful when you can just marshal them and get them in the right order and know which ones you're looking for. I was going to say, I hope I didn't make any mistakes about that. The fact that I've got a correct solution heavily implies I didn't. Obviously, there's only been 3 solved, so I hope the constructor hasn't made any mistakes in terms of leaving one pair in that breaks the rules. I doubt it very much, although it did happen to me recently. But I can't accuse Daniel of anything like that. Thank you so much for watching. Such a pleasure to have you with us. Please come back again. Please subscribe to the channel and join us for more variant Sudoku tomorrow. Bye for now.